There is nothing I love more than very human BL manhwas. Like those type of characters who are half human, half animal, and the romance and the stories are so cute in these kind of BL manhwas. So in this video, I'm going to recommend my top 10 of very human BL manhwas that I read and enjoyed, and I hope you will like them too. Hi, I'm Cosplay, your Yahoo guide. I'm so happy you are here today, and we are going to do a little recommendation of very human BL manhwas top 10 or my favorite top 10. Don't forget to subscribe to Cosplay's channel, like this video if you liked it, and share your opinions with me. In this YouTube channel I do BL manhwa recommendation and character comparisons and character analysis. Now, number 10. Okay, number 10 is not one of my favorites, but still, because it has I think 3 or 4 shorter stories. It's like 3 or 4 separate BL manhwa shorter stories in one BL manhwa, so I had to introduce him. It doesn't have a story, like it doesn't have a romance or story. It's more fun and kinky. I can really label it as a kinky BL manhwa with very humans, like with 4 different shorter stories. It is called With Your Tail Yes. Okay, as you can see, like the pictures here, it's like 4 different very human couples, and the stories are not romantic. It's more kinky and fun, you know, just something to enjoy in a weekend when you have nothing else to read. Why did I put this BL manhwa in this list, you may ask, if I don't really like it? Because it has a very human character in a lingerie, in a red lingerie. There's nothing, I think he's a bottom too. There's nothing I love more than a power bottom in a lingerie, so I had to do it. Okay, Boat, I blame you. If those who read Taming the Tiger, the ending of Taming the Tiger by Boat, knows this king, like this king of seeing buffed up power bottoms in a lingerie. So you already know the drill. Okay, so number 9. Okay, this one is not animal very human. It's not like half animal half human, but it's still very human because he is half demon half human, and he is gorgeous, the bottom in this BL manhwa. This BL manhwa is called Toxin, and I actually read this one like I kept reading this BL manhwa only because of the bottom. Like the bottom is a very human, half demon half human, and he is gorgeous and really intelligent. And I really despise the top. I don't know why those who read Painter of the Night, they say that Lord Seung-gu was a horrible lord, because also the top in Toxin is also a lord in historical times. Like this BL manhwa is a historical BL manhwa, if you wanted to know that. But Lord Seung-gu from Painter of the Night is actually an angel comparing to the top in Toxin. Like the top in Toxin is actually a black flag. I really hate the top, but I adore the bottom. So Toxin is number 9 in this list. Okay, number 7 is not actually a very human BL manhwa. Like the whole BL manhwa is amazing. I totally recommend reading the BL manhwa itself, even though it's not a very human BL manhwa. But in the side stories, like you know that BL manhwas have side stories. In the side stories, the top shifts into a tiger, very human tiger, and the bottom shifts into a very human rabbit, like in the side stories, I think. And the side stories are really long, you will enjoy it. It is called No Love Zone. It's actually an office romance, like an office BL manhwa, but the side stories are very human BL manhwa, and it's so cute. Like when it was a tiger or panther, when the top shifts into a tiger or a panther and the bottom into a cute rabbit. I really love the side stories. Like No Love Zone as an office BL manhwa, it's a very good BL manhwa. I totally recommend reading No Love Zone for the office romance that it actually is. But if you really want to see these cuties, it's the side stories of No Love Zone, okay? And they are really cute. I really love it. That's why I put them in number 7, even though it's just a side story. Maybe I don't know, maybe 5 or 6, I really don't remember, side stories. Okay, so moving on to number 6. Like, forgive me, I can't really pronounce Korean names, but it is spelled like this. I put it here. It is called Kiadem, and it's about a very human, I think, cat or fox that lives in a house with a spirit, with a friend who is a spirit, and a demonic entity comes into his house, and somehow lives with this very human bottom. So the story is really funny, and it's actually a very good BL manhwa because they are so hilarious, the top and the bottom, because they really don't like each other. And yeah, it's a very funny BL manhwa, and of course we have a very human bottom and somehow a demonic entity top, and the story is really good. I totally recommend reading this one too. Number 6 is I think it's a really new BL manhwa. Like, I think it started 3 months ago or 4 months ago, and it's an adorable BL manhwa. It is called Kitty Therapy. Like, the top is a half human tiger and the bottom is an adorable, cute, yummy half human, half cat, like a very human cat. And the story is so fluffy and you will really enjoy it. I really liked it. It's really sweet, and the dynamic between the top and the bottom, it's so funny, and I really liked it. And I'm not going to spoil who's the author is, like who's the author of Kitty Therapy, because the author actually created another great very human BL manhwa that I may or may not recommend in this list. I really recommend reading Kitty Therapy. Like, it's a very, very sweet BL manhwa. I'm sure you will enjoy reading it. Number 5, it's a story, I think it's a very fantasy BL manhwa, but the top has this era of shifting into a dog, a little white dog. But the artwork in this BL manhwa is extraordinary. Like, it's magical how beautiful the artwork is in this BL manhwa. It is called The Ghost Nocturne. Okay, like, it's about a very powerful, again, a spiritual entity top who become punished and turns into a little fluffy white dog and a gorgeous bottom. And the story is amazing. Like, if you want an absolutely amazing, like magnificent artwork, art style in a BL manhwa, plus a great romance with a very human character, you will definitely fall in love with The Ghost Nocturne. Okay, so this is number 5. Number 4, okay, this BL manhwa was so cute that I remember like in many occasions I giggled while reading this BL manhwa because it was so cute. And I think it is called The Cheeky Habits of My Rabbits. Like, both of the characters are cute tiny rabbits, and they are both green flags, and they really love each other. It's so adorable. In this BL manhwa we have a whole kingdom of rabbit werehumans, and like they're coming into the city. We have a rabbit werehuman prince, and like he's a top. And we have a rabbit werehuman who is more civilized, living in the city, and they meet, and the story is so good. And it is actually a very good romance too. I totally recommend reading The Cheeky Habits of My Rabbits. And they communicate, they really love each other, and the stories are both funny and romantic. I totally suggest that you just put this BL manhwa on your list to read really soon. Number 3 of this top 10 that I'm making now does have 2 of my favorite tropes in any BL manhwas. Not only we have a very human character, we also have age gap. It is called You Are So Lovely. I think it's a very, very popular BL manhwa, and the top is a very human, I think, dog, like a very human dog. I don't know what kind of creature this is. Like, it's a wolf, it's a dog. I think it's a dog. And we have a gorgeous, amazing power bottom. Like, I read this BL manhwa even though it has a very human dog in it, and he is also gorgeous, but I read it for the bottom, the power bottom in this BL manhwa. Like, this guy, He's amazing. Like he's in my top 3 power bottoms. So, and the story is incredible. Like it's an amazing story. You are so lovely has an amazing story. It is about, I think, a very dangerous gangster who finds an injured puppy one night and decides to take care of it, only to find out that this puppy can shift back into a tiny little boy, human boy, and the gangster decides to take care of the boy. And the boy grows up into a very human dog. I think, yes, he's like a very human dog, and he falls in love with the gangster who brought him in. And the romance is so cute, it's intense, and it's also green flag and consented. You will enjoy reading this one too. Okay, now we have number 2. Number 2 is a very soft romance between a half human, half a snake top and a very, very responsible and mature bottom. Okay, and because the romance is so consented and they are both green flags, and the story is so heartwarming and it's really cool. It is called The Sacred Serpent Seduction. Okay, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm sure you might saw the pictures in Instagram. We have babies, like half snake, half human babies, twins also. But the story is really important. You have to read this BL Manhwa to understand how amazing the romance is. But of course, yes, the top is a half human, half a snake, like a very human snake character. And the bottom is also somehow a power bottom, somehow. Like this story, it's about, I think, a very kind man who someday in a mountain saves a little, I think, injured snake from being dehydrated. I think, and the man just uses a water bottle and tries to make sure that that unconscious snake doesn't get dehydrated. But later that snake turns into a human, like a gorgeous man, and comes to that kind man and says that, okay, I can cure your, I think his grandfather was sick, and he says that I have magical power and I can heal your grandfather, but you have to mate with me. I want your babies. So the story is really great and the romance is really cute. I totally recommend this one. And it is my number 2 in this top 10. Now, number 1 in this top 10. Of course, I will put Paws and Claws in this spot, like number 1 spot. Like, I think it's one of the pioneers in very human fluffy BL manhwas. I think it's the most famous very human BL manhwa out there. Like, you get hooked while reading this BL manhwa. We have this cute, like he's a bottom, he's a very human dog, and also the top is a very human wolf. I have to say this. Like, both of them are very humans. Like, both of them can shift into animals, but they are so incredible with each other. Like green forest, not green flags. They are green forest, they are protective of each other, they understand each other. And first, it's somehow a verse for itself. Like, we are not living in a human world in this BL manhwa. The setting is not a human world. I think just like an Omega verse or a Guide verse, it's a world, a universe where everyone are very humans. Like very human cats, very human wolves, very human dogs, and it's about like a very human dog who is really weak and tiny and everyone underestimate him, and a very, very misunderstood very human wolf. Like, everyone keep antagonizing him, keep labeling him as the bad guy, but he turns out to be an amazing green flag dog, and the story is unbelievably amazing. I'm sure you will enjoy reading this BL manhwa. And unfortunately, good news. I know that was a juxtaposition because unfortunately good news, but you will know what I mean. Unfortunately, the good news is this BL manhwa is finished. So you don't have to keep waiting for next chapters. But I said it's good news because it's finished and you will enjoy it. But I said unfortunately because I wanted to see more of this amazing couple. So now you understand, it's both fortunate and unfortunate for me, and after you will read this BL manhwa, you will feel what I feel. But Paws and Claws, I think it's also called Don't Mess with the Puppy. So each translation that you will find. But this BL manhwa really deserves to be the #1 spot in these top 10s for fluffy, very human BL manhwas. So that was it for today's video. I hope you had your pen and paper and just written down these top 10 of fluffy, very human BL manhwas. Like especially the top 5, I really recommend them, and I hope you will really enjoy reading them. Don't forget to subscribe to Cosplay's channel. I do character analysis, BL manhwa recommendations like these, top 10 BL manhwas like this twice a week. I upload twice a week. And share your opinions with me if you know any more amazing, fluffy, very human BL manhwa. Please leave the names in the comment section. Like this video if you liked it, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, read yaoi, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.